All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, so the Federal Reserve met up today. Jerome Powell was speaking. We're talking about Federal Reserve cuts, Fed cuts. And yeah, so we're going to go over a summary. I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it. But I have a summary of what he said and key notes and things like that. So we'll go over that and we'll play a game of chess afterwards. But let's get into the Federal Reserve meeting summary and let's see what Jerome was talking about today. Okay, so interest rate cut. Interest rates held steady. So interest rates did not get cut. They didn't raise interest rates. They didn't cut interest rates. They kept them steady. So it says the Federal Reserve maintained the federal funds rate at 4.25 to 4.5, marking the third consecutive meeting without a rate change. All right, economic outlook. Economic activity continues to expand at a solid pace, with the unemployment rate stabilizing at a low level. However, inflation remains somewhat elevated. It says increased uncertainty. The Fed noted heightened uncertainty about the economic outlook, citing risk of higher unemployment and inflation. They also talked about tariff concerns. So, tariff concerns, Chair Jerome Powell highlighted that recent tariff increases could lead to higher inflation, lower growth, and increased unemployment, depending on duration and impact. All right, yeah. So there's been talks about a deal with China, and that's been. It looks like there's a deal that may be signed here pretty soon, but who knows? They keep saying that on Twitter. A lot of people keep reporting, okay, the U.S. and China are going to come to some type of deal, but who knows? But that's a concern, and it's playing into the rate cuts, right? Whether we're going to cut rates or not. All right, political pressure, and maybe not too much. I mean, obviously, regular inflation has more impact, goods and things like that, services, but tariffs also play a role because they'll essentially increase prices if we don't strike a deal here pretty soon, right? Okay, political pressure. Despite calls from President Trump to lower interest rates, the Fed emphasized its independence and commitment to data-driven decisions. Yeah, that was one thing. Somebody asked him, about the president and things like that. And he was like, well, it doesn't matter what he says. We're going off numbers. We're going off trends and things like that. So it looks like he's going to make the decisions he wants to make. He's not getting any input from anybody else. He's basing his decisions off the numbers. So they're not just going to go and do a rate cut because the president says to do a rate cut, right? Okay, so future policy stance. The Fed remains attentive to the risk due to a dual mandate and is prepared to adjust the stance of monetary policy as appropriate if risks emerge that could impede the attainment of its goals. All right, so that was pretty much the summary of what the Fed spoke on today. And yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy, nothing really new. This is kind of what he's been saying in the last couple meetings. So yeah. If we look at the markets, Bitcoin's doing pretty good. Again, I think this is kind of where crypto separates from the stock market. A year after the halvening, we start to see it doing its own thing opposed to following what the stock market does. The stock market today was, let's see, let's go to Yahoo Finance. It looks like Nvidia ended up pretty good today. All right, so S&P held up, Dow held up, but they're only like 0.4, 0.2% up. It's not like a big thing. It looks like whatever Jerome said today at the meeting didn't really affect the markets like that, right? Kind of kept steady. I think the market kind of knew this was not going to happen. You could see in the Federal Reserve tool, the website, that the percentage of cutting interest rates got way lower. Like in the beginning when we were uncertain about these tariffs a month ago, that percentage was like 40, 50%. And now it went all the way down to like 3-4%, up until this meeting, right? So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll most likely, it looks like we won't be getting, it's like the percentage is going down as far as the rate cut in June. So it may look like we may get a rate cut in July. Who knows? It keeps getting pushed out, but we will get two. He did say in one of his meetings, this was like a couple FOMC meetings ago, where he was like, oh, we're going to get two this year. So I think that's definitely on the table, and we'll see that throughout the year. Okay, let me check my mic just to make sure everything is working. Like a couple FOMC meetings ago where he was like, "Oh, we're gonna get two this year." So I think that's definitely on the table, and we'll see that throughout the year. Okay, let me check my mic. All right, so it looks like my mic is good. Okay, so let me run a game of chess, and we could begin. And my score has taken a hit. I'm at 11:48. I think I'm just rushing a lot of the play. So hopefully, I could focus and get some W's today. All right, so he started with E4. I'll do E5. I'll take here. Comes out with the queen. I'll pressure the queen. All right. I think I'm just going to keep developing here. I'll open this. Oh no, because then I block my thing. I wonder if I should get my. I should get my bishop out. Let's see. But yeah, I mean the crypto market is holding up pretty good. I'm liking the price action. When it starts decoupling from what the stock market's doing and does doing its own thing, you could tell we're getting closer to altcoin season, and you're seeing a lot of the altcoins hold their gains. A lot of sectors, specifically the AI sector, you're seeing a lot of those coins pump up. Okay, so he offered this. I wonder if he can. If I take this, could he check me? I could go in. I don't think he can. He might move his king over, queen over. Yep, here you go. There we go. That's there. I can't move that. I did see that. I did not see that. All right. Hmm. 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 Okay. Gonna have to lose that, but I think what I'll do. Let's do it like this. I should have saw that. Okay. Oh, always blundering. All right, he did that. Let's see. If I go there, gotta take there. All right, so I still have pressure here. Yes, I got a piece back. Hmm. That was a good move right there. All right. Hmm. Should I? I see. I don't want to do that. That's gonna jack me up. Oh man, this is actually a really good move. If he does this, actually, I'll probably let him take that, and then I'll castle. That's fine. I'll just let him take it. Uh-oh. Um, Darn it, I can't even castle with this. All right, I'm gonna have to take this out. Darn it. Darn it. Oh my goodness, bro. Ugh, it's just terrible. Let me resign. I don't know why I'm like playing so bad here. All right. He likes to bring his queen out early, which is terrible. I should have capitalized on that. I just made that huge mistake. Castle. And there we go. If he doesn't take that, I'll attack both. Hey, what's up, Amit? Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. How are you? Doing pretty good. Can't complain. All right, I'll attack those two. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I gotta protect this pawn because if I move that, it's gonna be a free pawn. So I think I need to move this out. Did you just get out of school or what? I think you're in school, right? Okay, I gotta move this out right there. I think this is appropriate time. Goes there. Is there any threat? Here we go. This works. All right. All right, so he's got that. He's gonna go for that free pawn. Okay. I guess I gotta take there. All right, he's gonna go there. Now, if I move this, that's gonna be the problem here. Should be able to move this out the way. Hopefully this is not freezing. All right, cool. It's my first year. Oh, okay, so your first year of college. What degree are you, or what major are you in? I forget. I don't know if you told me before, but I forgot. All right. Let's see. Don't want to do that. I gotta start attacking. All right. Let's start bringing this up. How is your job going, by the way? It's going pretty good. I do compliance at the bank. It's pretty chill position, so it's going pretty good. Gonna be a year in July because I transitioned from auditing to compliance. So I've been doing this new job for 9 months. July would be a year, so I think it's like 9 or 10 months. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Thank you for asking. Okay. See if he doesn't see this. All right, he did see that. Let's start moving things up here. I got a pretty strong position. I'm not worried. Okay. Um. Hmm. Economics. Okay. Yeah, so my minor was in economics, my major was in finance. So economics is it's a fun course. The only thing about that, I think I said it before, but honestly, I think professor is probably one of the only things you can. I wouldn't say the only thing you could do, but economics, I'm not sure what the job market's like for that. All right. So he's doing that. Let's see what he's doing there. All right. Hmm. If he goes there, um, yeah, he's gonna try to go there to try to do something with that. But as long as this is protected, it should be good. So I think I'm gonna pressure him. Okay. Which city are you from in the U.S.? So I live in I live in state Florida, but the city is Tampa. Yep, I've been in Tampa for 16 years. So, but prior to this, I lived in Connecticut. So it's been I've been here for pretty much my whole life. All right, so if he does that, I think I got to go up here. Yeah, and then if he does that, his king will be open, and then I can start attacking. Yep, Tampa, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. So I'm thinking about moving to Austin, Texas. All right, so he is okay. I'll move this up. Um, okay. So I throw this. Um, okay. So I could double up. Darn it. Yeah, we gotta put pressure on this. Pressure on the queen. He's playing pretty good. Okay. And then if I put, all right, let me think this through. Yeah, let me move this over. So if I do that, he'll take with that, and then he'll do a fair trade. Okay, if I move there, all right, let's see. I knew he was gonna do that. Um, so what I want to do here. Hey, do you think what Trump is doing is actually wait for American economy? Yeah, I think you mean right, right? I'm not sure. I don't really get into the politics too much. Um, so I'm not like a big politics person. I see what he's trying to. Actually, you should be fine. Um, all right, let's do this. Get up out of that corner. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if what he's doing is. We'll see. I guess time will tell, right? Um. All right, so let's do this. Let's do that. Let's see. Is the trade war good or bad for the United States in long term and short term? So it is. I think short term we're seeing volatility in the market. Again, I think there's an agenda for why they're trying to do put these tariffs. Obviously, they're trying to crash the market. So I guess time will tell, right? I'm not sure if that will. We'll see. What is he trying to do here? Trying to make sure he doesn't checkmate me. Time will tell, right? Yeah, he's definitely trying to. All right, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. He did. He drew the game again. Yeah, he knew he was gonna lose. Decline. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I'm not sure, man. I think short term we're seeing volatility, but it could be good. It could be bad. And we'll see in a couple months when China and the U.S. come to see if they come to some type of deal. If they don't come to some type of deal, it's going to be bad, right? Because initially, so we were trying to do this so that way people can cave into our demands as far as trade and prices and taxes. But if this prolongs, like if we don't get a deal with China, then I can see that being bad for the U.S. market, right? Because then we're just going to have a huge amount of tariffs both ways, and essentially the economy will crash, right? So I think to answer your question, we have to see a deal here soon in the next month or so, so that way they, we don't have these crazy tariffs. Because right now there's a 125% tariff on China, and I think they did a reciprocal tariff back to the U.S., right? So you got to think about it. Most of all the stuff we get is from China. Amazon, all that stuff is from China. I mean, obviously there's other places and stuff like that, but China is a good percentage where we get our stuff from. So yeah, the whole whether the trade war will be good, uh, depending on if we come to a deal soon. If we don't come to a deal soon, it's going to be bad for the economy. I would say if August comes by and we still haven't had a trade with, I mean, a deal with China, then we're going to be in bad shape, right? But I don't think that's going to happen just because they have these. Next year, it's going to be what? I think the voting is going to begin again to see who they want for the next term. It's like the midterm elections, right? So they want the economy to look good. So I don't think they can afford to not strike a deal with China. But I mean, if you look at the talks, like if you look at the news, it seems like they're going to come to some type of deal, right? They're already in talks with China. China has already relieved some tariffs on certain sectors. So it looks like, they're going to be coming to a deal soon. Now, what is interesting, or what's playing out is a lot of these wars, right, in other countries. We still have the Ukraine war with Russia. We saw that thing with India and in Pakistan. So that stuff, and I think you're over there, right? So that is, that's also playing out as well. All right, let me do. Um, all right, let me do another thing. Oh, somebody left a thumbs down. All right. Okay. And again, just silly mistakes. Silly mistakes. Silly mistakes. Now I'm in trouble. I'm just not paying attention. All right. I was able to castle and I just lost a pawn. Lucky me. That actually worked out pretty good. Um, hmm. Darn it. Uh, that was just my fault. But yeah, that's my opinion on the trade war. Hmm. Oh Lord. All right. Um, ah, darn it. All right, resign. All right, that one was terrible. All right, well, last one, and I will call it quits today. I'm playing bad. All right, decline. 43 minutes. Not bad. Take. Take. Bring out the queen too early. Alright. Yeah, most likely his queen doesn't know where to put the queen. Um, All right, cool. Get a little fork here. Take that. And then it's start time to perfect. I should have just taken this. This was not good. If he would have took with the bishop, I would have been in trouble, but he didn't see that. Take. All right, bro. Hey, Starlight Edits. What's up, man? What is up? Are you new to the channel? What is economic? What do you mean, what's economic? The word? What does that mean? Economics is how the economy moves. Economics. All right. He wants to attack my queen. Not going to let him have it. All right. Here we go. Thanks. You're welcome. $105. Thank you guys for subscribing. Really appreciate it. All right, so here, if I move that over, I think that's what he's trying to go for. Let me reinforce this, and then I'll come over with this. Yeah, I think he's trying to go for this checkmate right here. I'm not going to let him have it. Okay, I think this is good. And if he goes up, that's not going to be a good move for him. If he goes to c4, it's not good. c4, you lose a piece. All right, well, let's push his queen out of here. Queen go bye-bye. Yeah, man, the crypto markets are looking pretty good. I mean, so Bitcoin's at 97.13. So, I mean, we should be seeing 100K here pretty soon. I heard there was a bunch of short positions at 100K. So if we break through 100K, that liquidity is going to get broken, and then essentially we get a short squeeze on the next leg up to the next leg up, right? So it should be interesting to see once we break 100K again. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Okay, what is he trying to do? Okay, so he sees that free pawn on A7. So I don't want to let him come in here. I do see that, so I'm gonna block. All right. If he doesn't see this, I'm gonna grab his queen. Yep. Hopefully he doesn't see the. Uh-oh. Darn it. We could be in trouble here. Darn it. Okay. I did not see that. I mean, I saw it, but I just. So I guess I can move this up. But then this is not going to be protected. So yeah, I did make a blunder there. All right, let's do this. Uh-oh. This is not good. All right. All right. He has that there. He has my queen. I don't know how he came up with this. It's crazy. I can't move that. That one's right there. All right, let's see. Oh, and it's checkmate, I think. Yep, it's checkmate. Oh, and it's still. Checkmate. I don't know how he got that at the last second. Yep. And I got checkmated. All right. Let's see if he wants to rematch. All right. Now. All right. All right. That's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. And he is rematching, but I'm going to end the live stream. Take care.